Hi everyone, good day. We are Group 6 and today we are here to present our topic, which is writing various forms of business correspondence. So, our main objective is to identify and describe the essential elements of professional correspondence and employment application. And the second is to demonstrate effective written communication by composing clear, well structured, and properly formatted employment related documents. And lastly, is to improve professionalism by ensuring accuracy through proofreading, personalization, and following correspondence guidelines. What is application for employment? So, it is a formal document job applicants submit to employers, providing information about their qualifications and sustainability for a specific job. It typically includes personal details, work experience, education, skills, and references. So, this is the importance of application for employment. So, application for employment is a crucial part of the job search process, ensuring clear communication between applicants and employers. Proper communication minimizes misunderstandings and demonstrates professionalism. The second is attention to detail in written communication can provide a competitive edge. A well crafted letter can capture interest even when briefly reviewed.
Requirements in composing professional correspondence in application for employment. These are the essential elements. Heading: include your name, address, phone number, and email address at the top of the letter. Salutation: begin with a professional greeting, addressing the hiring manager by name if possible. Opening paragraph: briefly introduce yourself and express your interest in the position of the company. Body paragraph: highlight your most relevant skills and experience, providing specific samples of your accomplishment. Closing paragraph: thank the hiring manager for their time and consideration, and reiterate your enthusiasm for the position. Closing: end with a professional sign-off, such as sincerely or best regards, followed by your type name. Clarity and specificity: clearly state the requirements. Use precise language to describe the specific skill, knowledge, or experience needed. Avoid vague terms like good communication skills. Explain the importance. Briefly explain why this requirement is crucial for the job. Provide context. Relate the requirements to the job responsibilities and overall goals. Example: proficiency in Microsoft Excel is essential for data analysis and reporting tasks, which are critical for managing project budgets and tracking performance. Measurable and achievable. Quantify when possible. Use numbers or specific examples to illustrate the level of skills or experience required. Set realistic expectation. Ensure that the requirements is achievable for qualified candidates. Example: minimum of 3 years of experience in customer service, including handling complex inquiries and resolving customer issues. Relevance to the job. Directly linked to job responsibilities. Every requirement should be directly related to the task and duty of the position. Avoid unnecessary requirements. Focus on essential skills and experience, not extraneous qualification. Example: strong written and verbal communications are necessary for preparing reports, writing proposals, and interacting with clients. Professional tone and language. Use formal language. Avoid slang, jargon, or overly casual expressions. Be concise and clear. Use simple language and avoid unnecessary complexity. Maintain a respectful tone. Treat all candidates with courtesy and professionalism. Example: applicants must possess a strong work ethics and be able to work independently as a part of the team.
Now, let's proceed to the key requirements in composing professional correspondence and application for employment. The first one is clear communication. It is when you maintain a professional and well-structured exchange with potential employers. The second one is proper documentation. Keep written records of interactions to avoid misunderstandings. The third one is follow-up letters. Send a letter after each phone call or letter from an employer to confirm understanding, professionalization, modify and tailor semi-formal letters to fit specific situation. The next key requirements are attention to details, ensure accuracy, professionalism, and thoroughness in written communication. Cover letter inclusion. Always attach a cover letter when making a resume. Competitive edge. Well-written correspondence can set you apart from other candidates. The last one is access to samples. Review sample employment letters for guidance such as those available in career centers. Now, we have here some additional tips and requirements in composing professional correspondence and application for employment. The first one is research the company. Demonstrate your knowledge of the company and its mission. The second one is use keywords. Include keywords from the job description to highlight your suitability. Quantify your achievements. Use numbers to show your impact and accomplishment. The next key requirements are proofread and edit. Ask a friend or a career counselor to review your letter for clarity and professionalism. Next, follow up. Send a follow-up email or a phone call to express your continued interest. Lastly, know your audience. Research the company, the specific role you are applying for. Tailor your correspondence to reflect the company's culture and values. Mention any recent achievements or initiatives by the company that resonate with you.
Now let's move on to the unique features of various forms of office correspondence. What is office correspondence? It is a written exchange of internal and external communication to all business processes. It is also known as the business correspondence. It has three major forms including business letter, business memo, and business email. What is a business letter? A business letter is a traditional way of communicating information from one company to another, or used in external correspondence. The format can either be full block, modified block, and semi-block. This right here is an example of a business letter. There are various forms of letters, such as sales letter, order letter, complaint letter, inquiry letter, adjustment letter, acknowledgement letter, follow-up letter, cover letter, letter of recommendation, and letter of resignation. The first three types of business correspondence that are the easiest to write because they are considered routine letters are cover letters. These letters are written to accompany and introduce another document being submitted. The second is acknowledgement letter. It is written by a recipient to let the sender know that the document has been transmitted successfully. Third one is inquiry. It is a letter in which you ask for something such as the availability of a product or the price of a particular source. The purpose of this is to request or provide information to communicate in a professional way with customers, other companies, clients, and shareholders investors, to bring or continue conversation or to discuss prior negotiations.
So let's proceed to business memorandum. What is business memorandum? A business memorandum is a written communication strictly between companies, offices to another, or use internal correspondence. A memo has its title line and series number. Memo are also used to implement internal guidelines or procedures that the employees must follow. The purpose of business memorandum is to use for communicating policies, procedures, or related office business within an organization. Here's the example of business memorandum. What is business email? A business email is an office correspondent that can either be internal or external. There is no required format in writing email correspondence, but it's expected that the writer maintains a professional tone. Take note that the header of the letter is written in the blank fields containing the from and the fields. from contains email from the sender while the field to contains the email of the receiver. The purpose of business email is for sharing basic information, for marketing and advertising, and for negotiation. And here's the example of business email.
Now, let's proceed to unique features of different types of office correspondence. The first one is emails, speed and accessibility. Emails are known for their speed and ease of access, making them ideal for quick communication and updates. Informal tone. While professional, emails often allow for a slightly more informal tone compared to letters. Attachments. Emails can easily accommodate attachments like documents, image, and spreadsheets. CC and BCC. Emails allow for easy distributions of information to multiple recipients using CC or copy and BCC blind copy features. The next one is letters, formal and detailed. Letters are typically used for formal communications and require a more detailed and structured format. Official tone. Letters carry a more official tone, emphasizing clarity and precision. Physical delivery. Letters are often sent via physical mail, requiring careful formatting and attention to detail. Formal salutation and closures. Letters require formal salutation like Dear, Mr. Mrs., Doctor, or last name, and closing phrases like sincerely or respectfully. Lastly, the memos or memorandums. Internal communication. Memos are primarily used for internal communication within an organization. Structured format. Memos follow a specific format including to, from, date, and subject. Concise and direct. Memos are designed to be concise and direct, focusing on conveying information efficiently. Action-oriented. Memos are often served as instruction or announcement, requiring a specific action from the recipient.
Now, let's tackle the general requirements for professional correspondence. Clarity and conciseness is the first one, where we use messages that should be clear, direct, and straight to the point. And then, we use the formal tone and language. We have to be polite, respectful, and use professional language. Then, we use the correct formatting. Follow standard business letter or email formatting. Accuracy. Ensure correct spelling, grammar, or factual information. Proper structure. Include a salutation, body, and closing. Consistency. We use a uniform font, size, and alignment. Now let's move on to the types of office correspondence and their requirements. The first one is business letters. Firstly, we have the header. It includes the sender's and recipient's details, date, and subject line. Then we have the salutation. The use of appropriate greetings, for example, Dear Mr. Smith. Then we have the body, organized into paragraphs with clear purpose. And then the closing, we use professional sign-offs, for example, sincerely or best regards. And then lastly, our signature. Include name, designation, and contact information. Secondly, we have memorandums or memos. For the heading, we have memorandum at the top, followed by to, from, date, and subject. The purpose has to be brief and to the point, typically for internal communication. Then we have the body, divided into sections with headings if needed. And then lastly, we have the conciseness of the memorandum. We avoid unnecessary details and we should only focus on key points. And then we have the emails, where the subject line, it has to be clear and informative. Salutation and greeting, it is appropriate for the recipient. The body, then again, it is well structured with clear points. Professional closing. Of course, we include the name, title, and contact details. For last, the attachments. Mention and properly name the attached files. Then we have the reports, wherein the title page. It includes the report title, offer, and date. For the executive summary, we have the brief overview of the reporter's purpose and findings. In the introduction, we have the context and objectives of the report. For the body, detailed analysis with headings and subheadings. Lastly, for the reports, we have the conclusions and recommendations, where the summary and action points set. Lastly, we also have notices and announcements. For these requirements, there are the heading. It has to be clear and bold. Then, the date and reference number for record keeping. And then the purpose, brief and direct message. Then we also have instructions, if applicable, clearly stated actions or next steps, signature or approval, signed by the appropriate authority. And also, we have another, which is additional considerations. At first, we have confidentiality. It protects sensitive information. And then the timeliness. Send the correspondence promptly. And then the professionalism. It maintains courteous and respectful communication. Then, lastly, we have the standardized format. Follow the organization's guidelines.
So this is the unique features of application for employment. So we have availability, relevant skills and experience, show your personality, states the achievements, make the employment application form to be convincing. So in the other slide, we will be discussing these unique features. Availability. Job seekers can find numerous opportunities if they put in effort into their applications. As the candidate pool grows, it becomes essential for applicants to make their employment form distinctive. Following specific guidelines can improve the quality of application and enhance the likelihood of ensuring an interview. Relevant skills and requirement. Read carefully what the employer is asking for and make sure to mention all the skills that you have and the experience. Show evidence that you have the skills that the company is looking for will make an impact to stand out from the rest. So relevant skills and experience section highlights a candidate's qualification that match the job's requirements. It includes technical skills, industry-specific expertise, certifications, and past work experience that demonstrate their ability to perform the role effectively. Show your personality. Employers prioritize person character in the workplace, valuing candidates who demonstrate ability to work effectively with team members and demonstrate a strong work ethic beyond the workplace. So this section allows the candidates to express their unique traits, values, and work style. It also highlights the qualities like creative, teamwork, adaptability, or leadership, helping employers see how they would fit within the company culture.
States the achievements. A great personality and understanding of the workplace are crucial for success. A great start to the job application form helps employers understand your personality and drive to succeed. Selling achievements and highlighting past accomplishments can help stand out. This section highlights a candidate's key accomplishments such as awards, certifications, successful projects, or performance milestones. It showcases their impact, skills, and contributions of previous roles. Make the employment application form to be convincing. Before attending the interview, ensure that your employment application form presents a credible and convincing profile to potential employers. It is essential to be confident in your qualifications first, as this self-assurance will be crucial in persuading employers of your suitability for the position. To make an employment application form convincing, it is ensured that it is clear, detailed, and tailored to the job. Highlight relevant skills, experience, and achievements, provide accurate availability, and showcase professionalism and personality.
So that's all, everyone, and thank you for listening.